you've brought two vehicles for us.
Yeah.
The first one is right here, which is, that's an old Toyota Tundra, right?
Good truck, yeah.
It's a
04.
04 Toyota Tundra, and you use this as part of your everyday business.
Yes.
So tell us what you do and tell me how you use the truck, because you brought a second vehicle that's a little bit more interesting. So let's talk about the truck first.
Yeah, so we've had this. We bought it in 04 new.
Yep.
It has a lot of miles on it, and we use it for servicing and installing security storm doors that we make for homes throughout Colorado.
Yeah, and that's kind of the typical thing. You'd have a pickup truck or maybe a van, right? People would think
Sure.
that that's what you would have. And how much do you go through in fuel every year?
Oh man! Well, the last time I figured it, we had over 50,000 that we had spent in fuel alone.
That's a lot of miles.
That doesn't count oil changes and a lot of maintenance that goes with a vehicle like this.
But you've decided to, let's walk in, you've decided to take the next step in commercial use of a very unique vehicle, and that is something that I think most people won't be expecting.
Hey guys, you've probably seen our 2004 Volkswagen Touareg before. Well, before we bought it, we ran it through Car Vertical's VinCheck. Before you buy your next vehicle, get a 20% discount on a Car Vertical vehicle report by clicking on the link below. The detailed vehicle history will list any theft, accident, insurance claim, and maintenance issue with the car or truck you want to purchase. Peace of mind never costs so little.
We have, well, a crossover, an electric crossover, the Tesla Model X, and now this is your new company truck. So tell me about how you decided to go from having a truck to a Tesla as a company vehicle.
Sure. Well, it started with the fact that it's electric.
Yep.
It's all-wheel drive, so I don't have to worry about getting around in the winter.
Yep.
Then it came down to utility. So when I first went and looked at them, I looked at, okay, where am I going to be able to put our tools? How is it all going to work, and how is it going to be affordable? Now, since this is my personal vehicle, that helped it become more affordable because I can use it for use with my family and also servicing our customers and all their needs.
All right, so what model is this? What year is it?
This is a 2018 X.
Okay.
And it's a 5-seater configuration.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit more room in the back area because I don't have seats back there.
And it's a 75D, is that right?
This is a 75D.
So how much range do you have?
It's rated at 239 miles. Last time I fully charged, I was right at about 230. So
Okay, you lost a little bit.
haven't lost too much.
All right, well, let's see how you set it up as a work truck. So what have you put in the front? Do you have any stuff in the front?
Yeah, so this is actually all service calls in the front.
Okay.
So
That's a big trunk, right? There's a lot of room back there.
A lot of room in there,
Yeah.
but I have everything from keying kits, components for locks, cleaning, touch-up, power tools, more service parts, even down to glass clips, parts, closed door controls. So everything that I need for a typical service call to get one of our doors 100% back in order is right here. It's a little odd for some people because they may not know what the car is, and it's like, oh, let me go get what I need, and then they see me lift the hood. Seems a little bit confusing, but everything I need is right here.
How much time do you spend on the road every day doing service calls?
On a busy day, it's usually going to be 6-7 hours.
Okay, so how many miles do you put on it?
About 120, 130 miles a day.
Okay, and do you ever have to like stop and charge, or do you just charge it up overnight and then just drive all day?
Yeah, typically I'll let it charge to, on a busy day, I'll let it charge to 90%, and then I'm good the whole day.
Now the cool thing about the 2016s, I believe, is, at least yours, right, because it was a referral, you get free supercharging.
Yeah,
So
that's correct.
Do you use the superchargers, or do you charge it at work or at home, or all three?
If I'm using the vehicle for traveling long distance, I will use the superchargers, and those are really nice and they work well. Typically, you know, if I stop for lunch, I'll pick a place to eat near a supercharger, and yeah, it's great to be able to do it.
Now, out of the 3 models that Tesla makes, right, they make the Model 3, they make the Model S, and of course they make the Model X, which is this one. This is the most work-worthy for a couple of reasons, not the least of which is that it weighs over 6,000.
Yeah, it's a heavyweight.
So you get the tax write-off, right, as a work truck. So this would be the same as a heavy-duty truck in terms of its actual weight, right? Get that as a tax perk.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
trying
there's-
to use the right word. I don't want to say write-off, but it's a perk.
Plus, with it being an EV, you know, those are the nicest discounts from the federal
Yeah.
to the state.
Yeah, how much did you get when you bought this?
Close to 15,000.
Wow. So how much
Yeah.
was this guy? New.
So, well, after that, it was roughly right about 80,000.
So it was pretty expensive.
It did replace my sports car and also my family truck. So this became our all-around vehicle.
So what was this family truck?
Platinum Tundra,
Okay, and what was the sports car?
Toyota Supra twin turbo.
So this is what you've
Yeah,
combined into
it's the best. It's the best of both worlds.
All right, let's see the back of it. Let's see how you've done the back. Oh, nice. Look at that. Look, you can get a ladder in here. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So we do a lot of doors for homes that are 8-foot tall doors. So
Yep.
I need this. That fits in there well. These are all measuring tools and computer equipment.
Okay.
Nice thing about this car is it never gets over 105 degrees on the interior.
Even with that big glass?
No, yeah, because it will turn the climate on.
Right.
So it's set to do that. So I never have to worry about anything overheating. And I could never do that with any of my other vehicles. I'd always have to pull my computer out of it on a real hot day.
All right, so let me ask you, what's your favorite thing about having a Model X as a work truck? Because that's really what it's become.
Having everything secure,
Yeah.
because I have nothing that's out in the open. And then it also has the Sentry mode,
Yep.
if you're familiar with
know,
that.
yeah.
So it locks, I can go away. I know that nobody's coming up to this, and if they do, they're on camera. And with the truck that we just looked at, I had to check each individual box, make sure the cab was locked. Sometimes I had to put stuff in the front, which anybody walking by could see that. This way everything's hidden and tucked away. If I'm working and I have to go pick up one of my kids, I'm not having to move stuff out of the passenger seat and throw it in the back. I can just go pick them up because my passenger compartment's wide open.
So what do you not like about it as a work vehicle?
Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, that's
Maybe the answer is nothing. Maybe it meets all your needs.
that's a tough one. If I had to go a real long distance,
Yeah.
and I'd be a little concerned.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened in a year and a half, and 33,000 miles later. There's been times where I thought, maybe questionable, but I was worried for no reason.
Now the Model X will tow 5,000 pounds, but I don't see a tow hitch on yours. So do you use it for towing?
have not.
Hey, so let's open up the gullwing doors. Let's see what that looks like.
All right.
Might as well get the whole thing, get the whole full effect of this. So this is just basically the family vehicle.
Here, let's open these up.
Okay. Go all the way up. Nice. And this is the part that you use for your family vehicle, right?
Exactly.
Now, did you put down these rubber mats, or is that those from Tesla? Because that looks like
Yeah.
something that doesn't come with it.
They're the Tesla all-weather
Okay, yeah.
mats. Kind of like a WeatherTech
Yeah.
unit there.
And I noticed these little stripes on the doors. What are those?
So those are the appliques that
Yeah?
we
Applique.
designed and invented.
Okay.
So it makes it to where you can push on the chrome part of the door handle without getting fingerprints on it.
Do you sell them?
So we do, yeah.
Yeah, and how do people? Well, actually, before we tell them how you get those, show me what
Yeah.
else you've invented, because you've done some other kind of cool things for the Tesla, and that's up here in the front license plate, right?
yeah.
So the problem is, of course, if you want to install a front license plate, you either have to drill some holes or stick it on, but you've found a way around that.
Yeah, so we, at our shop, we designed and invented a license plate bracket.
Yeah.
And right now we have one for the X. We also have one for the 3.
Uh-huh.
And it's a patented design. So it actually ties into the front grille, and it's supported, so it's sturdy, but it allows airflow. A lot of the brackets on the market, they block the air intake. So you don't want to do that.
Yeah, you want to cool the batteries, right? Because that's
Exactly.
obviously there's no engine. There's a motor, but there's no engine that
Exactly.
needs airflow. Having a Tesla as a work vehicle, do you find that is kind of the future? Do you think that's where it's going?
Well, I have a lot less headaches.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So HEPA air filtration.
Yeah.
When you're sitting in traffic all day,
Yeah.
it's shocking how much better you feel when you don't smell all the exhaust and everything. Autopilot,
Yeah.
when you hit traffic. Oh, and also the navigation, the computer is extremely smart, and it shows you not just streets on the main thoroughfares, but all the streets. So I can navigate to a customer's house. I can call them and say, I'll be there in 25 minutes, and I really am.
They'll tell you.
Yeah, and it calculates the travel distance, the smartest route, and even it gives me my battery once I arrive. So it eliminates a lot of stress that normally I was feeling when I was trying to use my phone or trying to use my Garmin, and then when you hit traffic, which in Denver there's traffic everywhere, it's nice sometimes to just let the car take you and stop and go and not deal with it.
Elon has announced that there's a truck coming. Is that something you'll look at if and when it does arrive?
Well, I want to get my money's worth out of this.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, I'd love to put a couple $100,000 on this, just like we did the trucks,
Yeah.
and to truly look at it and say, you know what, it was cost effective because I used the car for a long time. But from what we're seeing on various websites, some of these cars are getting 300,000-400,000 miles on them with minimal failure from motors or battery. So it's exciting.
I think Tesla has a long warranty, right? I think it's 10 years.
8 years on the battery.
10 years on the car?
Well, it does have the basic,
Right.
you know, bumper to bumper, but yeah, the important parts, the drive motors and the battery, are 8 years. I believe it's 125,000.
Yep.
Some of the cars do have the 8-year unlimited mileage warranty, so that's also out there.
And if people want, what'd you call them, Pleeks?
Pleeks, yeah.
If you want the Pleeks, or if they want the where do they go? Is there a website they can go to?
So our website
Yeah.
is thatgrin.com.
That Grin.
Yes.
ThatGrin.com.
Exactly.
And it's all Tesla stuff.
It is for X's and 3s.
So it seems like you've created two businesses, right? You've got your storm door
Well-
business, and now you've kind of got this business
Well,
on
and
the side.
this was something we didn't intend,
Yeah.
but in buying it, it's like, well, I don't want to drill the front of the car, and I don't like the brackets that are out there, so we had to make our own. And if you're going to go through all that, you might as well, you know, open it up and see how many you can sell, and we've done well with it. But I think they're an underappreciated car for what they do. The performance of them, the drivability, the low center of gravity.
I mean, you're the poster child, right? You've taken a Supra and you've taken a truck, and you've combined them into one vehicle. What's the 0 to 60 on this one?
So this one's rated at just under 5 seconds.
That's probably faster than your old Supra.
It's faster than the
This is
Supra.
95, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one everybody wants.
Well, plus, you know, driver air. There's like no driver air here.
floored.
With the 6-speed, it was hard to launch. You know, if I missed a shift, I mean, all bets were off at that point. But for just accelerating, I was shocked when I first drove one of these.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you've made a fun decision in your work life. Like, it sounds like you've taken what would normally be a drudgery, right? Going from customer to customer to customer.
Yeah, you look forward to
And now you've kind of made it fun.
Yeah, I always look forward to driving this. And again, a year and a half later to still be able to say that. So when you ask the question about the truck, I still love this car, so no, I wouldn't want to get rid of it.
And you do have all-wheel drive.
Yeah. Oh, and it's a beast in the snow.
Yeah, so-
the Supra would not go in the snow.
Yeah. Well, so there you have it for all you aspiring entrepreneurs. Maybe a Model X is not only a tax benefit in two ways, right? The weight of the thing, it makes it a commercial vehicle, and also you still get $5,000 off here in Colorado,
Yeah.
and I think $1750 or something like federally. So you've gotten the big tax break.
Yeah.
And you get a car that, even if you have to supercharge it, is still a lot more fuel efficient in terms of its annual fuel costs
Oh gosh, yes.
than a traditional gasoline car. So
Yeah.
thank you for bringing it
All
by.
right,
and
thank you.
Thank you for sharing it with our viewers. And remember, guys, check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and of course, dude, I love or hate. I think you love
Oh, I love this.
my
Yeah.
ride. See you guys next time. Ciao.